So, ever since God of War came out, my girlfriend has taken an interest in the games I play. She has seen me build a house with John Marston and even helped me fight stormtroopers from time to time in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, but she's never sat down for the full experience of those games. So when I said I wanted to play The Last of Us 1 again to remind myself of the story in time for Last of Us Part 2, she jumped at the chance to play with me and was very helpful. For example, she'd remind me of the story stuff I'd forgotten and she'd point out resources that I missed, and about 2 hours in she turned into those birds from Finding Nemo.
Mine.
After we finished playing The Last of Us Part 2 and stopped arguing over whether the story was good or bad, I asked my girlfriend if she wanted to play Ghost of Tsushima with me. When I mentioned there would be lots of resources to collect, she was like, "Sure, I love Japan," so we embarked on a 25+ hour open world adventure together, fighting Mongols and following foxes. However, as this is an open world game with lots to do and see, and the first kind of game that my girlfriend has sat down with me to play, we came into quite a lot of disagreements with each other over what should be done first and when. And let's just say it went a little like this.
I want to watch Entertainment Tonight.
Tough noogies, we're watching Predators of the Serengeti.
You guys stop. It's my TV.
Quit it.
Bite me. Oh my god.
We never experienced this before, and I think this was because when I play games, I like to play the story as quickly as possible so I don't forget key plot points. My girlfriend, on the other hand, is a perfectionist and likes to collect everything. So when I was on my way to a mission, she'd be like, "Oh look, bird, follow the bird." Then we'd see a fox, and she'd be like, "Oh look, fox, follow the fox." Then she'd see a side mission and be like, "I want to find out why that girl betrayed the bow and arrow guy." Then I'd be like, "Nah, I want to do the main story and take back Tsushima." So we paused the game, talked about it briefly, and it went a little like this.
You know what? I actually think I like it now.
You do?
Yeah.
But you said you didn't like it.
I didn't, but now I do.
Are you sure?
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, we ended up finding out why the girl betrayed the bow and arrow guy, followed by petting a ton of foxes, which you think would start to get old after a while, but apparently not according to Sony. Anyway, one thing we could agree on was the awesomeness of the Mystic quests, where you basically gain new moves to use in battle, such as the Dance of Wrath. I mean, look at it. We both love the build-up where you find the clues and then make your way to the bad guy, like Batman, and then slay them down with your katana. Getting to do these really improved my ability against enemies later on, so I would recommend doing the side stuff too, as well as the main quest. I got to practice my sword skills and was rewarded further with a new cool move I could use in battle, and it kept my girlfriend happy as it meant we'd go past 1,000 pieces of bamboo to pick up to add to my inventory. For someone who has played video games since I can remember, I have to give Sucker Punch credit for making the controls for this game really easy to remember. For example, if you want to change stance, you press R2. If you want to climb below a hut or pass through an opening, you press R2. When you pick up supplies or a banner, you press R2. When you want to get on your horse, you guessed it, you press R2. And finally, if you don't want to pick up a wind chime, you press R2 followed by X continuously until you give up and smash your controller like Voldemort.
Harry!
What?
It's an inanimate fucking object.
You're an inanimate fucking object!
We'd have a lot of fun there, trying to be sneaky, like a ghost, and planning our strategy to the T, only for me to mess up of course and have this happen. And then this. To which I responded by restarting my save so I could try again, with my girlfriend looking at me, ready to say "I told you so," only for me to do the exact same thing over and over again before she'd say,
"Rely on anyone these days, you gotta do everything yourself, don't we?" That's okay, I came prepared. It's a funny world we live in.
But then, of course, like any great gamer, I channel my inner Clint Eastwood and ask the Mongols a question.
You gotta ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
These sort of moments happen often in Ghost of Tsushima and make the game so much more enjoyable. The main story follows Jin Sakai, who is trying to take back Tsushima after Mongol invasion, and in my opinion is an underrated hero. I mean, he's not over dramatic, but he's logical, and he just comes across as a normal introverted guy who wants his island back. And being an introverted guy myself, I am all for this type of hero for a change. However, the game does suffer from an infuriating amount of faded black cutscenes that really aren't cutscenes, but the characters still talk to each other like they are cutscenes, so it's very confusing. It was weird, and it took me and my girlfriend out of the experience a few times, and it was quite jarring to watch, to be honest. I think instead they should have tried to do what The Last of Us does so well, where they integrate the cutscenes with the game, so you don't even kind of realise that the cutscene is over, and by the time you do realise, you're like nearly dead. But, however, the game did sort of make up for it with its entertaining gameplay, like I say. For example, we found that everyone in this game for some reason wants to dance, and we're totally okay with that. Me and my girlfriend also decided we wanted to go on trips with Grandma, also known as Yuriko, who shares memories of your father and uncle, and instead of giving you cookies and milk, she gives you poisonous darts that are game changing. The game also throws in flashbacks of your dad after shooting a Mongol with a hallucination dart, I think to try and make you feel bad about not being honourable and using the darts, to which we had one question for Lord Sakai.
Are you crazy? Is that your problem?
Are you crazy?
Are you crazy?
Are you crazy?
Are you crazy?
Crazy? Are you crazy? Are you?
Are you fucking crazy?
Are you mad? You completely lost your mind.
I mean, look how fun this is to watch, and the best part is, we didn't have to do anything.
Bingo! How fun!
But then Yuriko starts saying a couple of weird things like this.
Kazumasa, I do enjoy our rides together.
Did you say Kazumasa?
Did I? You ride with your father's grace.
So me and my girlfriend were like, oh no, she's gonna die, isn't she?
Now tell me what you see. Yuriko?
No! God, please, no! 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 No!
Anyway, I guess my main takeaway and the point I wanted to get across with this video is that without me doing the side missions in this game, I wouldn't have had these amazing experiences with my girlfriend. I think the beautiful thing about this game is the amount of effort that went into the extra bits, as the developers obviously want you to explore this and not rush through it like I was about to, had it not been for my girlfriend's compulsive desire to see everything. That's not to say you need to do everything, we didn't, but I would suggest taking a break from the main story to indulge in the vast world that Sucker Punch have created, as that's where the true reward comes from playing this game, and the reason this game gets the Backseat Gamer stamp of approval.